Oh, do you work? Am I online? And it seems I am. Alright then. I have. I'm going to be a little bit silent today. Silent. My voice is going to be a little bit calmer because it's kind of night here. Somewhat night, not really. Getting closer towards that point in time. Apologies. I have set the microphone a little bit. Alright. So we have a couple of topics I want to share. Let me just on music. However, oh, music is online. Sound test seems alright. So let me see if everything is alright in the mixer, and I'm going. So I have been doing a couple of things. I will tell about that later. Now I have come home from a dancing course. Like not a curse, like a curse, but a course, as in tutoring, learning about dancing. So it's an event where you can learn to dance, and well, I have been dancing with very many girls. I have to say, all of them are super cute. I'm sorry, I know, and surprisingly, a lot of girls are very. It's hard to say, but before dancing, I kind of didn't know when you dance how well a girl kind of fits in your arms. It's very interesting and kind of a good feeling. It's not like just kind of your arms, your palm, everything kind of just fits so well when you are dancing. And when you have, for example, you are turning her and she's kind of not falls but kind of leans back into your arms, and you're holding her hand, and it's just so perfectly falls into your arm, everything springs up, and you have kind of, it's just everything fits together so well. I don't know how would certain viewers feel if I were to describe the ladies in certain ways. I have to say they are very pretty, of course very cute, well looking. Every one of them, pretty much. I was quite very surprised at this, and yeah, that's just all. Yeah, however, she is tall, short. In fact, they are just dancing so well, and they are so pretty too. Like, just don't know why, but for some reason they are. And I was dancing with them a lot tonight. We have learned a lot of things. But this isn't my first time. I have been there a lot of times, and tonight, well, it has been a couple of times now. I've been taking new forms, I would say. Maybe that's the name, but new, well, new steps maybe. So when you are doing a sequence, like you are turning her, then pulling her back, and then arms, and then turn again, kind of set. And tonight we also have taken a new one, which was very hard for me, to be honest. Sometimes it's kind of hard to lead the girls too, because, well, it's not just me or the girls, but certain times when you are turning, for example, guys have to turn too. Sometimes when you are turning, it's hard to step on your leg lightly enough so that it can keep turning, but also putting weight on it and stepping forward with the other one. And sometimes I just like root into the kind of root into the I don't know, not soil but floor, because of the turning and the weight kind of stopping me, because I have to turn to make a wall touch, and then I have to take a step forward and turn her too. But sometimes when you're making such a big turn and very fast too, it's just a very small, just a split of a second or less, but that little it's kind of enough for things to go out of rhythm. It's supposed to be fluid, but for the most part it was I could do it at least a couple of times, and then we have been doing other things and then I forgot part of it. So I have to basically here start with a push and pull, put her into your arms, then turn her, but not fully, just towards the center of the ballroom. Then I'm turning, full turn, facing her back, pushing her, pulling her, then turning her fully, and then when she comes back, pull, and why? Ooh. It's easier when you are doing it and you don't have to explain it. Down, and then yes, you have to turn her once again after that. Why? So she's turning and looking at her. Yes, and so I pull one, I pull her into my arms, and then make a turning one, because now when she comes back, we are on so she's if we are stepping forward, she's at the front and I'm at the back. Like she's at the front of the car, I'm at the back of the car, and we have to switch places after this thing. So I pull her into my arm, and then we are switching places. So this is the false suicide. So in short, we get close to each other, then a push, a turn, turn towards the center, I mean by turn, then I turn around fully, and then push, pull, and at the pull I raise her arm, turn her fully, she comes back to my arm, I pull her back around, and then step close, turn her so she would be back to her original place, and then back to the normal stepping step. So yes, that was the, these are a bit more complex ones, and it's easier to mess it up too, and we were learning this today, and we have been learning a couple of these kind of things, and I have to say it's just very nice, and so on. It's nice and very friendly towards the girls, I would say. It's very friendly towards the girls. I don't know, but that maybe sounds a little bit bad. Well, not bad, just gibberish kind of. I would say this is it's very nice to be in among people, socializing, dancing, and it's very nice to be in the company of a girl with whom you are dancing. So it's kind of, you know, a social event kind of thing. We are dancing with her. It's kind of really nice, and we are constantly changing partners, going you know, next partner while dancing. And it's nice that you know, we are switching partners too, and because it's not always that a girl has because there are more girls than boys, as it usually is with dances, and we are always switching partners, so every girl would have a partner. This goes in a round, so it's not your choice, so you wouldn't leave anyone out, absolutely. And it's just nice to meet with so many girls. They're very pretty, they are very cute, they are very funny, you know, and it's nice to talk to them, and it's nice to see them smile, and it's nice to be with someone somewhere socializing, can make jokes with each other, and yeah, and it's dancing. Of course, you are close to each other, you are touching each other, the kind of, yeah, you are dancing, of course, but not like badly touching each other or too close to each other, you know, not the borderline kissing kind of thing. That would be a bit weird. But we are doing these very these very nice forms and dancing moves, and it's just so nice to see, because girls are so good at certain dancing moves, and it's just so rhythmic as they dance, as they are stepping. It's just, there's a fluidity to it as they move, and I think it's beautiful as they are, for example, when you turn them, or when there's a push and pull, or when you are pulling them and they fall into your arms. It's just so nice. Yeah, I really like it. And yeah, it was a great time. I don't really know what else to say about it. We had a lot of funs. We messed up a lot of times. I'm leading, but you know, girls can mess it up too all the time. But when you are leading, it was, in a way, if you are mess it up, it's not the end of the world, in a way. But the point is to keep the rhythm. But sometimes you know, hard to I'm trying to find the words to say it, that it's funny when you are like make mistakes, and it's just, you know, it's a fun cheering kind of thing, you know, you are just dancing with each other. A moment. Alright, I'm back. What was I saying? Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, and it's kind of funny, kind of when you're leading, it can be kind of not really bad as long as you are doing something. It's not the end of the world, but sometimes I just lose the rhythm, or just I have, if you raise your arm, girls usually follow, usually. So if you raise your arm, then they think, well, despite what was said or what we are doing, because sometimes they don't even say just show an arm move, sign of what you are supposed to do, because girls follow and you are leading. So to test if you can follow or lead, depending which you do, they do a little bit of test. No sound, just show. So if you raise your arm instead of keeping it low, the girl will automatically turn because she thinks it's about turning. And sometimes I mess it up because I should have kept my arm tight at low, but instead I kept it middle range, and she starts raising it herself. And then she does a turn, and I'm like, oh gosh, we are not supposed to do that. And it's funny, and it's not the end of the world. There are girls who are like, I just told you about the last move, and I'm supposed to turn. Well, there are girls there who are going to turn you. There is a very nice girl that I really like, and she's very muscular, and you can see everywhere, on her back, on her leg, on her arms. She's super muscular, and I really like that. And when it was my time to turn, she pretty much just turned me, but with a speed that I got dizzy, and pretty much I wasn't leading at that point. I was just shoot, and wow, I got my foot and I made a wall turn, and then I had to turn her and right away, and I was so confused, but it worked out. And well, everyone makes mistakes, and these mistakes tend to be funny too, and part of it. It's nice to, not everything is, well, yeah, it's kind of perfect in its own way. So a lot of girls don't always follow, and sometimes it's hard to lead too. So that's because if a girl do not follow or does not know yet how to do a move, because even if you are moving, you are supposed to lead with not like your arms and biceps, like turn her forcefully, but move with each other's body and weight to make full moves. But if she doesn't know the next move, or like how to turn, she didn't practice that, or she doesn't know about it, then she's just going forward, or you're pulling her, and and if you don't know well how to lead, because that can happen too, if you keep too much distance, or you're just leading with your arm instead of your full body, then it can happen that she doesn't know what's happening. It's a lot of things, but usually all of them easily work out. And yeah, I like it. I have to say, I kind of liked it. It was a really good experience. I have talked to people too. I think I asked a girl out because in these events we are mainly learning to dance, but they are kind of there to, a lot of people go to them to kind of find a partner too, if there are old and young alike. Not everyone is there to to be asked out, so you have to have a chemistry, or kind of find if she's like interested in you. If for example you don't have a shared humor or shared connection, then probably they're just, maybe she finds you attractive, whatever, but still there is just not really anything to based on to ask someone out. So in the end, there was this girl. She was really nice, and we had a lot of fun together. And we have danced 3 or 4 times together already, and 4 longer times too. And yeah. She had talked kind of a lot of times, and I asked her, you know, would you like to go for a date sometime? And she was like, oh no. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Okay, don't worry about it. Like, you know, the sooner you just be like, that was just curious about it. Yeah, the better. It's better not to deal, because like it gets awkward. And yeah. So yeah, that was a thing too. And she's really nice, by the way. And I really do like her. Not romantically, just, you know, she's nice. And well, dates are good. If she wants to go on a date, usually, well, I would say it's like watching a movie, you know. So whatever, at least you are spending time and being happy while spending the time. So that was also a thing. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much all that happened. Learning new things, doing new things. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of prepared a game to do today. I think I'm just going to switch this one off and then start the gaming kind of stream. See where that one goes. I also, just a couple side notes. I have taken some soil. I have bought some, and well, the sweet potatoes vines. Well, there are some that's already like 50 centimeter kind of long. I should have cut down a bit earlier, which did not happen. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh, anyway, I kind of still in a bliss after dancing. I mean, I know not everyone's nose like that, but my nose kind of picks up other nice scents, boys or girls, and just being in that, you can sense that you are amongst people, and it was kind of nice, just going around, dancing, and just, you know, having fun, having genuine fun, and I really like it. Making a turn this way, making a turn that way. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, and a turn and another turn. I really like turning girls, but I know it's not constant or something. They just felt so nice, and she then lands back in your hand. We also tasted the cheese I made. I have to say it's a bit dry, a bit very dry. So that's kind of a bit of a shame. It was kind of nice though, but a little bit dry, which I'm going to try to work on a little bit. Hopefully it will be better. Make it more creamy. Yeah, that will be nice. Yeah, I'm going to talk about things for a couple minutes, and then I think oh, maybe No, I'm just going to rename this, you know. It's nicer if I just rename it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just nicer. So let me just I'm going to stop the stream. Now stop the music. And then I'm going to start the game. If this is not first I would have to start the game, to be honest. It's going to be Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and auto does not seem to work. Alright. I have tried out the game beforehand, just a little bit. Not like colors and if everything is alright. What is color source? I don't know. Interesting. I'm going to die. I wonder if it's going to work. Maybe it will. Or maybe I just don't know how to. How do I capture this hard? Alright, so this will have more complication than I expected. Because I thought, you know, that I'm going to have like kind of the chance to okay, so we will kind of see. I wonder what should I I'm wondering if I may I see that oh, see that it didn't. It's annoying how it doesn't let me out. Found it. Alright, so plan B. I'm still here, I'm not dead. I have turned off full screen just in case. Going to pick the sound and work it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to check the capture window. It seems the game does not does not see it. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to check if I'm that's kind of a shame. So absolutely nothing is it. And it does. Alright, I just have to restart it. Which still doesn't work. I have a big gray window. This is still testing, I'm sorry. This is kind of why I wanted to make this pre kind of streams. To see what works and what doesn't. I put it onto full screen, will it work? It's interesting that you know, in the window capture doesn't work. I know at all. Because I would have expected it to work. I can still feel the scent of girls on me, and I'm super happy. But I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how to fix this, and it just doesn't seem to work. So plan B, I'm gonna try again. I'm not gonna honestly lie, sometimes it works. Oh come on, I really wanted to fix this. Some of the best games ever. I don't you? Maybe a bro. Ow. That is not disappointing. Fine. I mean, no, I can still get the girls. So nice. It's really weird because, see, previously when I was streaming, there was game capture that more or less worked with some things, and there was window capture which kind of worked with everything. But I was mostly just using window capture because, to be honest, a lot of times the game capture didn't work, but sometimes only that worked, so it's kind of weird in a way. Sure how these things work. Should I display cap? Maybe that one works. But yeah. Hmm. Alright, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this is like the last resort. Okay, so I'm going to go into studio mode and make kind of a couple of things. Oh no. See, I have a transition kind of from one scene or what you see currently is sorry, in the way I'm going to remove this because it doesn't work. I will transition into a different scene, but I have to prepare a couple of things, and that's what I'm doing currently, because I don't want I don't want some of the things to be shown. Oh, there is a okay, that's that I actually like. Okay, so okay, I found what I want to find. It's just a little bit too big. I'm going to I have taken most of the things I needed, and hopefully these things don't freeze down. Because you know, I still need a couple of animation, so on and so forth. Just kind of yeah, well, yeah, bro, and work. And I'm going to be honest, I could be showing you, but I'm just trying to match the edges perfectly, like a little bit of pixel here, a pixel there, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of yeah, I can't match it for pixel to pixel, and I'm going to give up on it. And I'm going to need okay, I'm going to need all of these. And finally, the last of the thing added. And what else do I need to be in full screen? Then how do I is there a way to so awesome? Okay, I absolutely love this. I know if you are just sitting there you probably have no idea what is happening. I'm just trying to find a way to I want to press a button and return to the original. Aha! I have found it. But the question is, how do I get about this? And then This is so going to be awesome when I'm done with it. Okay, so I'm like, oh, sorry, I mean to say, so technically I think I'm alright and ready to start in a moment. Yes, see. What is this window? We're going to name this stuff. I'm going to put you in. And I kind of want to see this. Oh gosh, it's working. Awesome. If I press now, did you work? No. Okay. Sorry. Whatever doing is online. Hmm. That's question. Oh, what is something is not something didn't work. Let's see. Oh gosh. What I meant. Select. If I press down. Ah, so it does work. I don't need that edit. Gosh. Okay. I realized the problem. Okay. So with this I selected. Okay, and then we need another keyboard key to transition it. Because it's one thing that I selected it, but it's not transition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this button and then I'm going to add another hotkey, because honestly this is nice and all, but I just have okay. So now I'm going to make a check. Alright. So if I press insert now, it happened. And if I press insert now, that's nice. Okay, there's a lot to play around with. So in window capture mode, cut out, I think I'm going to make my figurine a bit smaller, but then we will kind of play around with it, because I don't want it to be over the health bar or anything. So now pressing, it's fantastic. Alright, so I have the command keys. I'm going to start the game. Now supposedly it is synced. Turn it off. But I have no idea what to say. I'm going to check the browser just in case. I'm sorry, it's kind of I'm setting things. I expected a lot other things to happen. Alright, so I turned out a mic. That's not what I wanted to turn. Oh no, it's not working. Ah, hmm. So press this. It's working. But on the game, it's not working. That's unlikely. Right, so I'm pressing it now. And of course, I don't want to show a lot of. Now go out of full screen because it's just hard. It's not working. It's working. Gosh. Is anything awkward in this word? This one it is. I have no idea how to. Of course, you must just. Oof. This is just so annoying in multiple levels. It is showing up. I'm going to go to. And now you have seen my screen. Awesome. Everything that I didn't want to happen just happened. Now I can delete this. The code. I'm so about this. Please, nobody asked. It's one thing that. Oh, come on. It's not just some fucking. Can't go to the end of the video because the play button keeps getting stuck. Okay, so the good news is absolutely nothing happened. Bad news is absolutely nothing is happening. There is no transition on record. Well, there is. Bad enough that I can only use display capture, and it's just, and it's so nicely like what the hell am I watching? So now Come on, not live again. Yes, I discovered there's a live button. Yes, I'm playing around so I can see all. Yeah, this is not going to be some great food. I should have absolutely stopped. Hmm. But it's working. It's working. Everything is working. So yeah, I'm going to stop this here because it's obviously something not working.